Hello and welcome. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me today. I thought it would be great to jump in and say hi. How are you doing? If you have if you would like to comment on if you're joining me today, then I would love to hear from you. Today is nothing special. I thought it would be nice to put a face and engage with everybody and just kind of hang out for a little bit and maybe share some ideas. So thank you for joining me and thank you for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to adjust some lighting here. That's a little bit better. So I'd like to start off by sharing some cards that I've received in my mailbox. This week has been great, and I'm getting more and more mail that comes in from team members and from other stampers. That's a little better. I don't want too much of a glare. So please be sure to pop in where you're from and who you are, and thank you for taking the time to join me today. So the first card I would like to share that is from my mailbox is from, pardon me, from Miss Carol. And this is a wonderful card. You're going to really like it. She has created a Christmas card. And here we go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the gold that she's used. The gold paper and the gold foil. There's a nice side view of it. And set it all on a green background. Wonderful. I just love it. Thank you so much, Miss Carol. I really appreciate you thinking of my family and me to send a Christmas card. It's really nice. Very well done. And the next card is from Sue. And have a look at Sue's card. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at how she has inlaid the wood and stamped right on it. Super stamping job. Wonderful. I just love it. I say that about all the cards, but I really do. I love all the cards. So if you're just joining me today, then please take the time to say hello in the comments so that I can see that you're here and I will engage with you and be able to talk. So the next card came all the way from Canada to the United States, and this is a special card that's sent to my youngest son Nathaniel from Daphne, and this is an amazing card. I should have thought ahead of time that there is some confetti inside, which is fantastic. I'll show you the confetti. It's little green pieces. And Daphne, if you're watching, thank you so much for thinking of Nate, because that touches my heart so very much. So let's take a look at Daphne's card. She has created a gorgeous, unique background. And I'll give a really close-up look at that. Isn't it amazing? And she stamped right on it. Beautiful card from Daphne, and it looks like it is watercolor paper, and she's done the watercolor smushing technique. It's very well made. Amazing card. Now when she sent it, she made her own envelope out of designer paper, which I'll show in just a moment, but she also made sure that she protected her card with a piece of fun foam, the really nice thin kind that is not going to bulk down onto the mail system, but it's going to protect, and it did protect all of her elements here, and it kept this window, as you can see, is raised on dimensionals. It kept it nice and safe. So this is perfect. Thank you so much, Daphne. Oh, and I've got to show her envelope too. Look at the candy canes. If you could see it, if the color gets right. Perfect. All the way from Canada. Thank you so much, Daphne. I have have one more card to share, and this is another really special card. This is from my friend BJ, and she is an amazing stamper. She creates cards for her church and sends them out to people that would not have normally received a card. And look at the amazing work that BJ has done here. She has die cut and put some cording behind it and used the bird punch. She has put so much work and thought into this, and on the back even has a stamp. There we go. Isn't that just such a personal touch? And then there's a beautiful handwritten note inside too. Amazing work, BJ. And I'm in awe of what you do for your community. That it's stampers like you that help us to be able to get our art creativity happening and send it out. So if you're just joining, please put in the comments if you're here, and because I haven't seen any comments yet, I will reload my page just to make sure that if I'm receiving any comments. I don't have any comments yet, so please feel free. So as a sneak, oh, and also I forgot to show that BJ created a gift bag and gifted me this beautiful bag with the little string handles, everything. And she created a box and some little origami pieces on the top. I'm telling you, it gets better and better. You're amazing, BJ. And inside the box is 2, 4, 6, 7 handmade cards. 7 cards handmade with envelopes. Thank you so much, BJ. Amazing, amazing. I'll open one of her cards to show you. Have a look at how bright and sunshiny. Isn't that great? And she's got some information on the back too. Her greeting is on the back too. Thank you so much, BJ. It's wonderful. My kids love seeing cards, not just that Mommy makes, but cards that are from other people, and it helps them to understand the concept of being able to connect with people that are in our community or in our, like in our craft community, but are outside of where we actually live. So it's wonderful to be able to show them examples. So thank you all so very much. So I've got some news, and I'll share some little projects with you if you'd like to see them. I have tomorrow, pardon me, my asthma today is really driving me nuts. I have a video that is going to be on my channel tomorrow, and it is going to be to create a DIY gift box and a tag. So here is the little gift box. I know the lighting is a bit atrocious. I'm going to turn this one off altogether to see if that helps. So here is the little gift box. It has a bottom and a top, and I have tied it with a piece of ribbon, and the full tutorial will be on my channel tomorrow. And I can't make a gift box without making a gift tag. So I also created a gift tag, and I've created this from the Memories and More card pack that is called Petal Garden. I have Petal Garden cards right here that I'll show you. Sometimes when creating the Petal Garden, or not just a Petal Garden, but Memories and More is the fastest way that I can get something made in a snap. So if I open up the card pack, which comes like this. Immediately, I'm drawn to some of the specialty items. There is always some laser cut, like these are foil laser cut, and I can do anything with these. Card making, scrapbooking, it doesn't really, I'm not limited. And this can go over a picture, a photograph. And these are definitely all laser cut because they're very fine detailed. So it's really cool. It's really cool to work with these. But the cards themselves are of a certain color scheme. There are greens, and there's Calypso Coral, and Rich Raspberry, and Sweet Sugar Plum. So working with those colors, I wanted to create a tag, and this was the closest thing I had at hand. And so the tag that I created is made from one of the small cards that I cut down to 2 inches wide, and I put it through the scallop top punch, and I put them together, put some stickers, and voila, there's the fastest little tag in town. And it works really well with the gift box. It's not a big box, it's a small box. It measures 3 inches by 3 inches by 1 inch tall. So I give the information in my video tomorrow as to exactly how to create this box, and it will be a very easy formula for you to figure out how you like to put your boxes together. So I thought that would be something nice that you might like to hear about that's other than reading it in part of a tutorial. So my formula for boxes is to take, there's three components. Let's make sure that we know that it's going to be a square box first off. If it's not a square box, then we have to use a different formula. But they're all basically, they come down to the same thing. So if my box is going to be 3 inches long or wide, then I take the number 3, and then however tall the sides are going to be, when in this case it's 1 inch, then I add 1 inch to my 3 inches, and then add 1 more inch, because that is going to compensate for the size of the side of the box. So if I were to open this box flat, the top of the box, I would start with a piece of paper that is 5 inches. And then I'll score it along the outside edge by however tall I would like to have my box. If I started out with a 10-inch by 10-inch piece of paper, then let's say I wanted it to be 3 inches tall, then I would take my 10 inches and reduce 3 on one side, reduce 3 on the other, which is 6, and that leaves me with 4 from 10. I hope that I haven't gone confusing anybody yet. So, because I have a tendency to get a little bit crazy. So I would be left with a box top that is 4 inches across each direction, and it would be 3 inches tall. So because I just wanted a small box for this project, then it is 1 inch tall. So I would score the other one. If I wanted the 3-inch tall box, I would score it 3 inches away from the cut edge on all 4 sides. So this is just a quick look into the box and the tag. That'll be tomorrow on my channel. One thing that you guys might have noticed is that my photography for my projects looks a little bit different, and that's because I'm using a different camera. So I want to share with you guys exactly what I'm using now and a little bit of the journey that it's taken me to get through to this part of using a new camera. If you're just joining me, be sure to pop a comment and say hello and where you're from. So I have been saving and saving all of my commissions and all of the extra money that I could gather from my business, and I wanted to invest in getting a digital SLR camera. And what that's different from what I've been using is that I use my phone primarily for all of my business needs. So not just in communicating, I also make my videos. I shoot them on my iPhone, and I've got one of the bigger iPhones, one of the Plus, so that I have plenty of screen room to be able to work and make my videos. So I've got my phone that I use for my videos, and I use my phone for making my photographs of my projects as well. So I wanted to step it up to using a camera that actually uses lenses to give me certain looks and effects. So here is what I have purchased, and this is a Canon camera. It has a lens on it that is a detachable lens. It is called a digital SLR camera, and that's the camera type. That it's a Canon body, and I'm using just the standard kit lens to get used to taking the photographs. I've had many cameras over my lifetime, and this is the first camera that I've purchased that actually has the detachable lenses, and I'm really excited about using this camera for my work, for my job, and that's creating for everybody. So what can this camera do for me that may impact my business? Well, it does record video, although I am still recording video on my iPhone. I would like to get to a point to where I can use this camera to be able to do that, but I have to work up before I get there. It's going to take me a bit of figuring out how to use the camera to its abilities, because right now the camera is much more smart than I am. So that's part of the learning curve of working with new equipment. But I can take photographs right now on this camera, and so I've started taking my photographs, and I really like the way they're looking. However, they are looking a bit different from the 5 photographs that I would share on my blog for each one of my projects. So typically I would use my phone, and the iPhones nowadays, or most cell phones, tend to take wonderful pictures, and the video that they record is also really good quality. You can get high definition video with your cell phone, and that's wonderful because we have a cell phone at hand already. But what this camera can do that's different is it can give me certain effects and certain looks that I can't get with the iPhone. Now there's a new iPhone out now that actually can give some of the effects and some of the looks, but my phone that I have doesn't. It's like maybe a year and a half or so old, and it doesn't do all the new fancy things that the new phone does with the camera. There's a portrait mode. So this is something that you guys are going to see be used in my business and on my channel, and I'm really excited about it, and I like the fact that I can share that with you guys because it does impact you too. So I want to thank everybody for all of the all of the comments over the last couple of days regarding the cards that I made that were the clean and simple cards with the little deer. One was blue and one was pink. That was such a fun set of cards to create, and thank you so much for engaging and letting me know which one of the cards that you like. If you haven't yet gotten a chance to watch that video, then be sure to watch it. And it starts out as a pink card, but towards the end you get to see that it's not just a pink card, there's another card hidden in there as well. And you can comment and let me know which one that you like and which one is your favorite. So here is a card. I've been waiting to share this. Here is a card that I created that is going to be on my blog on Friday. There's not going to be a video for this card because I created it while I was away from my studio, and that way I didn't have a way to video it, otherwise I would. But I'm really excited about this card too. So this card is created with Cake Soiree. Let me get really close here. With Cake Soiree stamp set and some designer series paper. Now, what is easy about this card is that all of the flowers are actually a designer series paper that's coming out in the Occasions catalog. There we go. There's a nice profile look. And I've done some watercolor smushing as a foundation underneath a layer of vellum that wraps this way. This is going to be a card. This is based on a sketch from the Global Design Project. So this card will be entered into the Global Design Project Challenge on Friday. But oftentimes I create ahead of time so that I can post it on my channel and put them on my blog. But this is so pretty. This paper, here's a really close look at the paper. Isn't it gorgeous? The paper is amazing in the Occasions catalog. It's a bit overexposed with the light for the coloring. I apologize for that. Let me see if I can get a good look. That's a little bit better. But I really am excited about this card. There was a lot of fussy cutting involved because there's no dies for the actual paper. But the paper is amazing in the Occasions catalog. Speaking of the Occasions catalog, if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like to have a catalog, and I would like you to consider me, and you can just send me an email at jennystampsup@gmail.com, and I will be glad to send a catalog to you if you do not already have a demonstrator. If you do have a demonstrator, then please contact that demonstrator and let them know that you're ready for your occasions and celebration catalogs, because it's new catalog time at Stampin' Up, and that's always an exciting time for us. So the last thing that I'd like to share with you before I go is a piece of artwork that my son Nate made. As many of you are following my channel and my blog, you oftentimes hear me speak about my sons. I think I've got their school pictures I can share with you too. My son Nate is very artistic, and he's also an original character. There's nobody like him that I've ever known. He is the funniest kid that you could ever run into. He jokes, and he doesn't have many words because he has autism. He's 4.5 and he's just learning how to speak. So he has a huge sense of humor without using any words at all, and it's amazing what he conveys through his facial expressions and his body movements and some sounds that he makes. But anyways, I digress. I'm a very proud mommy for this boy. Here is a piece of art that Nate made, and it looks like an owl. Back it up a little bit. he made this in school, and they've made his handprints into the wings of the owl. Isn't that cool? I love it when the teachers send home these wonderful little pieces of art that are for like memories. So I will probably put this on a scrapbook page and scrapbook it for Nate, because it'll fit on a 12 by 12, and write some memories for him, because this is amazing. I could just toss it in a box, but it's so special that I think it deserves for him to have a scrapbook page all his own. Now, if you'll excuse my grabbing here, I will show you their school pictures that we've recently gotten in. We're so excited. So here is Nate's school picture. Isn't it great? It came out so nice. See his beautiful smile? Nate always is ready to help everybody. He's such a helper, and he will also just, he has a lovely smile. He's such a good boy. And here is a picture of Trip. This is Trip's school picture. And he has a beautiful smile too. Trip is also a very helpful person. He's always ready, and he loves to engage with people, and he loves to share his knowledge of animals. He's very thoughtful. He's a very thoughtful person, and always is thinking of others and their comfort. So I apologize that I'm not able to receive any of the comments from this video today. Somehow or another, YouTube is not showing me the comments that you guys are making. So I apologize that, but I will respond if it's holding comments after. Then I'll respond to them after the video has finished recording, so that way you'll know that I was able to get your comment. And if you haven't yet commented, then feel free. Let me know that where you're watching from and that you said hi, as I say hi back to everybody. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I encourage you to go to my blog at jennystampsup.com, and tomorrow you can actually go to my post and get information on a brand new online class. I have an online class that is going to be available on January the 3rd. I had to think about the date. On January 3rd, and it is for the Petal Palette Bundle that is coming up in the new Occasions catalog. The Petal Palette is amazingly gorgeous, and I think you're all going to like it very much if you haven't already seen it. It is amazing. So for the online class, if you purchase the bundle in my online store, then you receive the online class for free as a thank you. And if you purchase the bundle during the month of January, then you also get card kits for 6 different designs. There are 6 designs in the class. So if you act quickly, then you can get your card kits for free in the mail in the continental US. You have to be in the United States in order to order from my online shop. I said order twice. And if you're interested and you're a demonstrator, then you can email me at jennystampsup@gmail.com, and we can set up a way for you to be able to get the online class and not have to order from my online store. So if you're interested, just let me know. Well, have a fantastic day, everybody. Thank you for taking the time today to spend with me. And if you're watching this on a rebroadcast, feel free to say hi and comment so that I can comment back to you. So have a beautiful day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.